Good Saturday morning. Faith is now being talked about once again in the race for the White House. A mega church pastor says Mitt Romney belongs to a cult. This is your CNN Saturday morning, 8 a.m. here in Atlanta, 7 a.m. in Fayetteville, Arkansas, 5 a.m. in Los Angeles. Wherever you may be, we are glad you're right here with us. And let's start with that Texas pastor, shall we? Creating a bit of a stir at that Conservative Values Voter Summit in Washington. He's a Rick Perry supporter, and he's encouraging Republicans not to nominate Mitt Romney because of Romney's Mormon beliefs. Our Jim Acosta caught up with this pastor and asked him, what do you say to those voters who think Mormonism shouldn't be an issue?
The Southern Baptist Convention, which is the largest Protestant denomination in the world, has officially labeled Mormonism as a cult. I think Mitt Romney's a good moral man, but I think those of us who are born-again followers of Christ should always prefer a competent Christian to a competent non-Christian like Mitt Romney.
Hey, and our Jim Acosta, who was talking to the pastor there, joins me now from the Values Voter Summit in D.C. Jim, can we start with giving our viewers some perspective about who Pastor Jeffress is? This isn't just some guy.
No, he has a very large megachurch in downtown Dallas, First Baptist Church of Dallas. He's part of the Southern Baptist Convention, which is a very large group of evangelical Christians, millions of evangelical Christians. So they're an important part of the Republican Party. And, you know, we're trying to get to the bottom of why Pastor Jeffress said this when he said it. Just to walk us back a little bit and explain how all of this unfolded, TJ, Dr. Jeffress gave the introductory remarks for Rick Perry yesterday here at the Value Voters Summit. And it was after that speech that Pastor Jeffress came out and talked to reporters, and reporters peppered him with questions about some comments that he made during those introductory remarks, that he basically said that voters should go with a true Christian in his mind in Rick Perry rather than somebody who's just a decent person. It was sort of he was really sort of alluding to Mitt Romney there, and reporters asked him about it, and that's when he started to say that in his view, Mormonism is a cult and that Republicans are better off voting for somebody like Rick Perry, who is a Protestant Christian. And, you know, so we asked him about all of this during an interview yesterday on the Situation Room, and Pastor Jeffress stuck to his guns. He said, look, there are many evangelical Republicans who are going to go into the voting booth, and they may tell pollsters that they're going to vote for Mitt Romney, but they may not do that when they pull the curtain behind them. This is another test for Mitt Romney in this campaign. He thought he put all of this to rest, TJ, back in 2008, and this question of his faith has come up again. The Romney campaign did not put out a statement last night. They had no comment on this. Rick Perry, who was campaigning out in Iowa, he was asked about it, and he said that no, he does not believe Mormonism is a cult. And there are some questions as to why, as to how Pastor Jeffress got to be in this role of introducing Rick Perry. The Perry campaign initially said that the pastor was picked by the organizers to introduce Governor Perry at this event. We then talked to the Family Research Council, which is sponsoring this event. They said, yes, we picked this pastor, but we ran it past the Perry campaign, and they said it was okay. And this pastor's views on Mormonism have been known for a very long time. So there's a lot of information there, TJ. I tried to get it all out there. No. It's a subject that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. Faith in an election year, it's not something that people want to talk about, but evangelical Christian Republicans say this is very important to them.
All right, Jim Acosta for us in D.C. We're going to be checking in with Jim throughout the morning. Thanks so much.